So yeah, I actually can think of 25 things about me. I'm not that much of an interesting person, and I don't have a whole lot of things that are in my life, so it's 12 things about me. And I'm going to be playing Gran Turismo 6 as I talk about them. Yes, I have a paper. Don't mind the flapping in the background. Okay, number one. Where can I set this? Just going to set it right there. Number one. I'm only 14 years old, and I have a car. You're probably like, Josh, isn't that illegal? And from what I've heard, it's illegal to drive a car if you're underage. But it's not illegal to own a car as long as you don't drive it around. And and to be honest, I don't even know if it's drivable. Because one day I was biking, and this is when my dad was the fire chief of the fire hall in town here, and so I was biking past the fire hall because this going on bike ride. I used to do a lot of those, and I saw this car behind the fire hall, so I stopped my bike, walked behind the fire hall, and I saw it, so I checked it out. There didn't appear to be anything wrong with it, so I biked home and told my dad, Dad, I like that car, don't cut it up, it's mine. And then he was just like, okay, because, well, like, there are cars behind the fire hall for them to practice on, and, so, yeah, the keys aren't even in it. The previous owner still has the keys. I think I remember Dad telling me the reason why it's parked behind there is because the previous owner couldn't get it to start, which, that's not a really big deal. Right now, you'd probably have to replace the gas, oil change it, put antifreeze in it or coolant, and do a bunch of other little things like put in a spark plug. And if it's not that, then you'll want to. I remember, I had this entire scenario planned out because I have an app on my tablet that tells me how to fix cars, and I planned it all out like, oh, if this isn't working, then I do this. And yeah. Okay, so number two. I have a bunch of things that I'm apparently overly obsessed with. Yeah, one guy at school was like, oh, you're so obsessed with this, you're so obsessed with this. And I'm like, dude, I'm not. I just like the stuff that I like a lot. And some of the things I really like are Mustangs. As you can see, I'm a really big Mustang fan. I know a lot about them, and they're my favorite kind of car. I really like PS3. As you can tell, I'm playing Gran Turismo 6, and it's a, PS3 exclusive game. I also like Deadpool, yeah. I saw the movie, and I liked it a lot. And another thing I really like is Little Big Planet 2. It's my favorite game of all time, and before my house was robbed, it was like everything to me. I used to wake up every day like an hour before I was supposed to just so I could play it and get my ideas out. And then our house was robbed, so I got it again 2 years later, except it wasn't the same playing it. Okay, since you know a bunch of things that I really, really like, here are some things that I absolutely nope. Okay, this is a weird one to a bunch of people. I do not like socks. Like, you can't pay me $1 million to wear a sock, one sock, for 4 seconds. That's how much. Like, they touch my feet, and then in less than a second we're on opposite sides of the room. Like, nope, I can't handle them on my feet. They annoy me, and they make me cringe. They're just really uncomfortable for me. And another thing I don't like, it's another thing goes on your body. Didn't mean for it to come out like that. Are braces. The thought of braces just makes me cringe. It's stuck on your teeth for 2 years, and slowly pulling on them to get them into spots. And like I can't handle stuff stuck in my teeth. I'll sit there for like 10 minutes trying to scratch like food or something off my teeth. I just don't like stuff stuck on my teeth. And I also heard like one thing that feels really oh no, one thing that feels really uncomfortable is when they're grinding the glue off your teeth, and that to me also makes me cringe. That's just absolutely nope, no, none of it. I don't want any of it, not at all. Oh, okay. This is 11 facts about me. I'm just gonna put 12 facts in the title, anyways. I have a car down twice. Why did I do that? What? It was like 3 facts down. I couldn't see it from there. Okay, yeah, another one. Everyone at school doesn't really like me. Like, I have 2 good friends, and, well, I have 3 good friends, actually. Like, 3 really good friends, but one of them, he actually lives across the street from me. Well, not for long. Me and him are really good friends, like the best friends you'll ever meet. And, except, he's moving. Which, that kind of sucks. It sucks a lot. We do everything together. Why are my legs shaking? They're getting tired of holding my tablet. Why did I ask a question and then answer it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so I have 3 good friends. 2 of them go to the same school as me. And my one really good one doesn't go to the same school as me. He actually goes to school in the city, and he's moving to the city, so it's only half an hour away, but it's gonna suck, because we live right across the street from each other. Well, he lives 2 houses down on the other side of the street, but practically right across the street. I don't even put shoes on to walk to his house, even though it's a gravel road. It doesn't even hurt. And so, yeah, I have 3 good friends, and everybody else, like, they treat me as if I don't exist. Like, I'm saying like a lot, aren't I? Sorry, that's probably gonna get really annoying. But they don't treat me, okay, I shouldn't be like, they don't treat me like they should, no, but they don't really treat me the best. Because today, we were in groups of 3, and it's a group project, right? No, it was a partner project between the other 2 people in my group. Like, I'm saying like again. Well, there, I should say well. Well, oh, that doesn't sound as good. Okay, I'll say like, sorry if it gets annoyed. Like, I had many, many, many ideas, and I kept telling them to them, and they're like, blah, 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 blah. They kept talking, they completely ignored me, so I raised my voice. I wasn't yelling at this point, maybe I was too quiet and they couldn't hear me. And I was louder than they were, and they still ignored me. Then when the teacher came by to talk to them, I suggested my thing, and they actually acknowledged that they heard me, and they said no. Yeah. And also, nobody even talks to me. I go up and say hi. And when people have to sit at the same table at me, they talk to the person beside them before they leave. Save me. And yeah, nobody likes me at all. Okay, I don't know what number this is. I didn't write numbers on this paper. But this might be why nobody likes me. It's not even that big of a thing. Well, if you don't like this, just skip maybe 1 minute into the video. I'll try to make this 1 minute. Okay, starting right about now. Okay, I know this might be gross, but I pick my nose. Yes, I do pick my nose. It's because, well, that's my next fact. But, like, I do it because, well, this isn't the next fact. I do it because there's stuff in my nose and I can't breathe through it. Because my nose is also crooked, so I can't blow anything out, and I can't really breathe through it, so that's the only way I can get stuff out. And we have 25 seconds until the people who skip this part will end up at the spot where they skipped to. So that's 15 more seconds left. A little bit longer. Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, if you skipped that part, you're back. If you didn't, you probably just got weirded out and grossed out and wish you didn't watch this video. Okay, because I do that, because of the reason I do that, I make this sound. Lots of people don't like it and think it's gross. It's probably another reason why I don't have friends. It's because my nose is crooked and I can't really breathe through it, so it vibrates and lets air in. I know it sounds like a bunch of baloney, but it makes sense to me and it works. A bunch of people don't believe it works and they think I'm just doing it just to annoy the heck out of them, but I'm not. I don't want to annoy people. Okay, and the next fact is yeah, I said that right. Next fact is I like art. I like art a lot. I like all forms of art: visual, music, acting. There's another kind. But I like art a lot. Yeah. I was gonna add something onto that, but then I forgot what I was gonna say. I do that a lot. Okay. Next fact is I actually broke one bone once. Yeah. One bone, and surprisingly, the bone you'd think you'd not break. You'd be like, oh, you probably broke a collarbone or an arm or something. No, I broke the top of my left pinky. Now you're probably wondering, how did you do that? That's like the finger you'd least likely slam in a door. I didn't slam it in a door. I was actually riding my bike, and it slipped on the gravel and went sideways. And my dad thinks my pinky, like when I landed, I kind of went splat, so my arms flew down. And my dad thinks my pinky landed, or went into my spokes while the wheel was spinning, and it actually almost got ripped right off. Like, the spokes went through, I said like again. Okay, the spokes went through most of the pinky, and there was just a little bit of skin hanging it on. I know it sounds like a gross image, but it was broken and dislocated, and I had to have surgery on it. And now it actually doesn't bend. Once I do this corner, I will show you. Okay, almost there. There it is. Okay, I can show you now. Can you see it? See how it doesn't bend? It just looks black from the angle I'm seeing it. See? You see that? See it? Yep. Probably gross through it again. Oh, I dropped my paper. I'm gonna get that. 1 second. I'll be back. What did I tell you? 1 second. It's an hour of video editing. Or it is stopping recording, get the paper, and start it again. Okay. And, I actually didn't just break my pinky. Well, it's the only thing I broke, but it isn't the only injury I had from that bike accident. I was using an older bike because my dad got 10 bikes for $10 at an auction sale because they were used and nobody really wanted them, and he was the only person who bid on them, so it was a great deal. And the handlebars were all worn off. I'm saying "and" a lot. I'm saying "like" and a lot. Huh. Okay. And the handlebars were all worn off. What's that? Oh, it's TV upstairs. Is that somebody was talking? The handlebars were all worn off. And I said "and" again. Sorry, I get sidetracked easily. And I landed on top of my handlebars. So I got cut and the handlebars went into my stomach a little bit. Like, not actually the stomach organ. Oh, voice crack, kind of. Just change pitch. See, I get sidetracked a lot, easily. I get sidetracked from sidetracks. Sorry, I'm annoying, I know. So yeah, my stomach was bleeding, and my finger was dangling from me, and this was just in front of my friend's driveway, who's actually my editor now. So I ran into his house screaming, and his mom phoned my dad, and my dad picked me up, dropped my sister at our grandparents' house, and he drove me and him to the hospital, which actually we got there pretty fast. It was like the fastest time I've ever gone to the hospital. Maybe it's because time seemed to be going by a lot quicker for me because, well, my finger was just hanging on, and I was bleeding a lot out of my stomach. Or maybe it's because he was going a lot faster. Oh, hi! Maybe it's because he was going a lot faster than normal, which I guess if you're bleeding a lot and your finger's about to fall off, then under those circumstances, hopefully it's okay to do that. Okay, next fact. Oh yeah, I can kind of move my eyes independently. Okay, I almost said like there. What I can do is I can go, why are you slowing down? I can go cross-eyed, and I can, once I go cross-eyed, I can move either of my eyes to one side and move back to the middle. Like I said like, sorry, get sidetracked easily. So I can go cross-eyed, then move my right eye to the side and back, and then the left eye to the side and back, or whichever way you want to. And I can also leave it in the middle. So I can go cross-eyed, leave one eye in the middle, and then like at my nose, and then I put another eye slightly out so it's centered like it should be. And that looks like I have a lazy eye. Okay, next fact. Yeah. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, I'm 14 years old, and this might surprise some of you, but I still play with toys. Yeah, like I said like again. Haha. I play with Hot Wheels cars and Nerf guns. Well, there are some teenagers who play with Nerf guns, but I still play with Hot Wheels cars, and I actually collect Mustangs. See, I do like Mustangs a lot. So far, I'm pretty sure I have 36 or 37 Hot Wheels Mustangs, and I actually can show you them quickly. Okay, let's pause this, and then I'll pause this, and you'll see my Hot Wheels Mustangs right about now. Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh. Camera, are you okay? There's something wrong with the camera. I paused the video here. Oh, I see why. The darkness was set really low, because it was looking at a screen, so it just set the darkness low so it would see the screen easier. I'll just get a flashlight. 1 second. Okay, I don't have a flashlight, and yes, my light is turned on. See, it's adjusted to that. Hopefully you can see these. I have two 1962 concepts, one 1963 concept, 1965, three 1965s fastbacks, 1968 custom 1968, two 1969s. I think this is 89, 92, 92, two 98s, two 99s, 2003 police concept, two 2005s, two 2007s, two 2010s, 2010 Super Snake, two 2012, custom 2012s. I did have two of these. I don't know where the other one went, but 2013 GTs, 2004 custom 2014, and 2015. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to collect all of them for every year, so you can kind of see them. It's not very good because it's adjusted to the screen before I started recording. Sorry about that. And sorry that I couldn't find a flashlight either. Okay, back to the game and right about now. Okay, next fact. Oh. I know what fact this is. I don't even have to look at the paper. If any of you guys don't want to be extremely sad or sorry for me, then you can go and end this video here. This is all I'm going to do for this one. Bye. Okay, but yep, okay. See you in a section now. Bye. But if you do want to know what this fact is, it's kind of sad for a lot of people. It was sad for me when it happened. okay, I'll won't just say it like, bam, okay, this happened. I'll actually go into depth. So, before I started kindergarten, this is the summer before I went to kindergarten, I was coloring in a coloring book. And I wasn't playing PS1 because, I like to draw back then. I still do like to draw, but I don't do it as much. And I don't know what coloring book I was coloring in, but I was coloring in a coloring book. And my grandpa came through the front door, and I was at my grandparents' house, if I haven't said that already. But he came through the front door, and he said, "Josh, your mom died." And since he's grandpa and he likes to joke around, I'm like, "No, she didn't." And he's like, yes, she did." And then he walked towards the living room to tell everybody else what happened. And turns out she did. She was in a head-on collision with the semi-truck on the highway and died instantly. And during the summer of, I think, 1 or 2 years ago, 2015 was last year, so during, around Father's Day last year, my dad started to develop a cough, and this is still fresh in my mind. And my family members noticed he was starting to lose weight, and he went to the doctor's office to see what it was and why he had this cough, and they told him, "Oh, it's just this rare cough that people get, and it should go away after about 3 months." So they waited 3 months, and they didn't give him anything. They said he could take Halls and stuff like that, so that's what he did, and the cough wasn't going away. Halls helped a little bit, but not very much. And it was about August, and the cough was so bad he couldn't go for bike rides with me anymore, and he couldn't talk in very long sentences without coughing. So all he pretty much did was sit on the couch and watch TV. And so me and Abby usually made our own lunches. I usually ate cereal, because that's one of the foods I like a lot. It's not my favorite food. And the cough was getting worse and worse. And one of his friends was over, because she worried about him. And so they were sleeping, and Dad's cough was so bad, she decided to take him to the hospital, because it was really, really bad. And this is in September now, and so she took him to the hospital, and they did a few tests, and they found out he just got recently diagnosed with cancer. So he stayed in the hospital, and we visited him every day. And 1 or 2 days before my birthday, they said he was okay to leave. His cough was mostly gone, and his cancer wasn't very serious. It was only in his colon, so they let him leave. And so he left, and we had my birthday party, and it was a good birthday party. I turned 13 years old, and then the next night, he went to this is now the 25th, the night of the 25th, they started sleeping with him again, and she took him out to the hospital again. and his cancer spread, and they said he was never gonna go home again. That's how bad it was. And so we visited him every day, and I missed the entire week of school. And on September 28th, we went to visit him that night, and he seemed fine. He was talking and making jokes. The fire chiefs of Saskatoon were there. They were talking to him. He seemed happy. And then it was time for us to go. And I said bye to Dad, and he said bye to me. And I told him, Dad, I love you. And he said, I love you too. And those were the last words he ever said to me. Because on September 29th, around 1 o'clock p.m., I was playing Heyday on my aunt's phone in the quiet room in the hospital. I'm pretty sure it was on the 6th floor, or the 5th, one of those two. And my dad's co-worker and friend told me, Josh, go see your grandma, and go quick. And I kind of in my head already knew what happened. So I went to go see my grandma, and everyone was outside crying. And my grandma told me, Josh, your dad died. And I was so sad I didn't know what to do. It was 5 days after my birthday, and both my parents were dead. I'm only 13 years old. Yeah. So now, me and my sister, she's actually 11 now, and yeah, it's probably sadder for her because she was a daddy's girl. We now live with her grandparents, and they moved to their house, and it was too small, so now we live in the house that we grew up with Dad in. Well, we lived here for 4 years, because this is where the rest of our family lives, in this town, and so we moved into this house, and now we live here with our grandparents. Yeah. That's all of my facts. I was gonna have 25, but I couldn't think of 25. I'm not that interesting of a person, and it's not like I had the coolest life in the world. So, that's all I'm gonna do in this one. Bye.